why this is different. This is not a marketing gimmick. This is not a marketing ploy of what we are looking at. Why other partnerships failed, obviously that is something they know, but they were more about technical tie for the first team. Here, why we are different and why we think we can make that difference with Norwich sitting here is we are looking at grassroots, we are looking at youth development, we are looking at cross-marketing, cross-promotions between the two clubs, which will later lead on to many things. This is a 3-year partnership, so that's anyways a good start for us in terms of showing our commitment, Norwich is showing their commitment in India, and where it can lead to. And I will have Sam back to.
Thank you, Ekansh. First off, I guess I should say, wanna come. Hopefully I've pronounced that correctly, not abuse any Tamil Nadu residents. It's a great privilege to be here, I think on behalf of our travelling party, which is myself. We've also got our Academy Manager, Joe Shulberg, our Head of Strategy, James Bennett, and one of our lead videographers, James Snelling. It's a real privilege to be here. As Ekansh said, this is a partnership that we believe there's huge opportunities on both sides. And to be absolutely clear, if there is any scepticism that this is just a superficial marketing partnership, that is completely incorrect. We think from certainly, as Ekansh has said, from a Chennaiyin perspective, there's lots that we can hopefully, lots of knowledge we can impart for those guys and help build on what are already some very impressive footballing foundations for the first 10 years. I know Ekansh was the first employee here, so I'm going to praise him massively for where the club's got to, along with a number of excellent colleagues, obviously a brilliant ownership group for where they've got to now. But I know even just yesterday with Joe, who, whilst a very humble guy, is really one of the most talented academy managers in all of English football. Joe's already extremely excited about some of the opportunities that hopefully we can provide for our colleagues at Chennaiyin. From our perspective, we know that India is one of the fastest growing sports economies in the world. We know that there's a very passionate fan base in terms of football, in terms of one of the fastest growing participation sports. Obviously, Tamil Nadu has a brilliant football club in Chennaiyin with a passionate, emotional, dedicated fan base, and we think, from a commercial standpoint, which obviously is my remit at Norwich City, we think there is a massive opportunity in terms of volume of potential fans, in terms of opportunities we can work on together, commercial partnerships. So again, just to put to bed any scepticism, this is just a superficial, a couple of logos together and we can sort of tick things off. It's quite the opposite. It's a long-term strategic partnership. We've been working for probably 4 or 5 months to build exactly what we wanted to put into our MoU, and we're very excited to launch it today.
In terms of, if you ask for quantum of money or monetary value, we have not put a number to it. It is more dependent on what fits in best for both of us. Like, to start with, they have a tournament in which mostly our under 13 team can go and play right now, and if they continue to do the tournament, the team will keep on going and playing. So there's no upper cap to the budget in this particular partnership.
I can also add to that a little bit more detail on the tournament that Ekansh mentioned. So in October this year, we're launching what we believe and sincerely believe will be the best academy tournament in Europe. So we'll host that at our training facility, initially for the under 13s and under 12s age category. We will obviously participate. We've also invited some of the biggest clubs in Europe. Happy to announce that we have Arsenal, Chelsea, Inter Milan, all confirmed. We're in latter stage discussions with Borussia Dortmund and another large European giant. And as part of this partnership, we've invited the Chennaiyin team to come and play in that as well. So I'm hopeful that it'll be a proud moment for any Chennaiyin fans and hopefully Indian football fans to see some of the future stars of Chennaiyin football playing against some of the biggest clubs in the world in many regards, and obviously then there'll be an opportunity for that to be streamed and viewed back here in India.
So in terms of senior team, the benefit what we are looking at is pre-season training at Norwich. Obviously it depends on logistics, depends on the ground availability at their team training there. So once that logistics is sorted out, maybe you will get to hear about it end of April or May if you are able to decide on a date. Apart from that, there's an option of loaning players from Norwich, depending on our requirement and Norwich players' availability. You know Owen is here next year as well, and he knows most of the Norwich team back home. So during the summer window, when he's back home, during the break, he will go visit their games, he will go visit their training. So that is an option for ISL senior team for Chennaiyin FC as well with us.
Yeah, just to elaborate on that, as we said, Owen is a very well-respected coach in England. That was a key part of this partnership, certainly from a footballing standpoint. From our side, we're always open to loaning our players to places and teams and clubs that fit with the values that we want to instill in our players and our club. Obviously, it's got to be right from a technical standpoint, culturally, etc. But we, for example, have loaned players to America, to Europe, to Holland, etc. So we're very open to the opportunity. Obviously, as I say, it's got to be the right player at the right time from both sides. But yeah, that's something that I think Owen and probably Joe will lead on.
I'll give you a quick snap in terms of how I see it. Mixed reaction. We could have been higher. We have lost some close games. Maybe finishing was not that great, but we are still in the fray. We are still in the running. We are still positive. The team is still positive to qualify, and we are building up well for next year. You would have heard when we have few signings already in place. Once we officially start announcing it, you will understand and see the vision. After many years, we have a coach who's on multiple-year agreements with us. So I see great positives coming up, and with this partnership as well, I think it will just facilitate it for